Hinda, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Ndo, and welcome to my Kid and IT session. Listen, let's not waste any time. Let's get down to the main business. No question paper formed against us shall prosper. So let's deal with this one. This is question 5, database, which is access. Make sure that you read all the instructions in the exam. So now they're saying open the 5 saves database, 5.1, open the table 5 underscore 1. Okay, let's apply all those. So I'm going to just move a bit quicker on this one. So we must open 5 underscore 1. All right, in what design view they said. What else do they want? They said we must change the field size of the coverage field to decimal. Field size of the coverage. Oh, there's the coverage field. Oh, and right there on the field properties at the bottom, I can see field size. It's an integer. What? Oh, they said I must change that to what? To a decimal. All right, there. That's the decimal that they want. And then I'm just going to save my 1 mark. I'm saving that 1 mark right there. Né? 5.1.2. Insert a combo box for the pollution type field with the values air, land, and water. Okay. Oh no, let me apply this. So for the pollution type, what you do is you locate your pollution type field name right there. So make sure that you locate or place your mouse on the correct one, because if you apply that combo box on the wrong field, they won't mark it. So you make sure that you click on the correct one. Pollution type. They say pollution type. We must have those list. So I'll just click on the drop down list right there on short text, and then go to lookup wizard. Some like to say lookup wizard. Okay, it's fine. Lookup wizard. And then here, after just clicking on that lookup wizard, I get there's a box, and then it's saying that I want the lookup field to get the values from another table query. No. I want to type them myself. They gave them to me. So where it says column 1 right there, I am just going to type the first one that they gave us. I think it's air, if I can still remember. Is it air? Yes, I think it's air. And then it's land. The other one was what? Water. We'll confirm, but I think we're on the right track. Air, land, and then water. Let's just confirm. Oh, that's A. So that is correct. Air, land, and then water. So from there you can click on next. Maybe for example, if they had outlined that you must limit to list or allow multiple values or all those things, you can just choose right there. But in this case, they did not mention anything related to that, so we just click on our finish. Now after clicking on that finish, I'll save, go back to my datasheet view to just confirm. Remember, we're working on the pollution type. If I click on the drop down, oh, I can see right there I'm able to just choose any. I'm selecting them from the list. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. What else is there? Let's see. I think we are on the right track and we are cruising. So we did that one. We saved our 2 marks right there. 5.1.3. Values entered for the level field must range from 100 to 1,000. So they don't want anything below 100, anything above 1,000. Okay. Insert a suitable validation rule to ensure that the data entered is valid. Okay. For what? For the level field. Okay. So if you find someone maybe like Mr. No, who thinks maybe he's just special or too smart, and then he goes there and says the level that is inserting is what, 2,000, the validation text must appear right there to show that it is invalid, because we want something from 100 to 1,000, not anything above, not anything below. Okay, I get that. So now I'll just click on my level field right there. I can click anywhere on it and then locate the validation rule. Oh, already we have a validation text, invalid data entered. And a validation text is text that displays when incorrect input was entered right there, or digits or whatever incorrect thing was entered in the in your tables right there on the datasheet view. So if, for example, they want 100 to 1000, if I press or insert 1, I will get the validation text just to show me that, hey, they're like, no, this is invalid. We must fix it. For example, let me edit this validation text. Let's say Mr. No said yes, let's go with this one. Let's see. Ish, Mr. No. Okay, and then we have validation rule. I'm just switching it right there. You don't have to do such things, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just doing it because I'm Mr. No. Come on. Validation rule. Now in this rule, you might find that they want you to use those operators. It can be greater than, equal to, and one thing that I like to emphasize to the learners is make sure that you do not start with the equal sign. No. You always start with the greater than, unless if it's just equal to 100, something like this. Nah, but if you have a greater than or less than, you start with that greater than, and then you say equal to what, 100, and then you say and less than, equal to 1000. Right there. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So this one would work. Let's see if it would work. Let's not just claim that it would work. Let's apply everything practically and see. It was for the level. So let's say I entered 1. Oh, Mr. No said invalid data was entered. all right, Mr. No. Let's fix it. Oh, no. Let's fix it, Mr. No. Let's fix it. Now let's choose 500 prop. I guess that's what Mr. No wants right now. Okay, it's fine, Mr. No. It's fine. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it would work. Let me just remove whatever I entered right there. Go back to my design view. Another one that would work here is the between. Remember, you can use between, just like in words. Or between, what am I typing there? Between 100 and 1000. This would work also. Then let's see, save. It's fine. So it would be between 100 and 1000. Let's see if it would work on the other side. The level, let's say 1, like before. Okay, invalid. We get it. And then let's go and then say the level should be let's go for 800. Oh, they would take that. Let's just say 1. Okay. Oh, so that one wouldn't work. So it is perfect. Everything is working. So I'll keep that one right there. So you would get all those 3 marks in this case also if you applied this. So I'll just save. Go back to the question. And then we applied that one, 5.1.3. We got our 3 marks. Now we just left with this 2 mark right there. Let's say insert a field called evidence with a suitable data type so that documents and files with proof of actions can be included in this field. Okay, so this is just there to guide me, the documents and files, and then the name of the field is what, evidence. Okay, now in the exam, always make sure that you highlight or underline important terms, just like the field name, which is evidence, and then the type of things that will be stored right there, which are documents and files. These are the main keys or terms. So now where it says field right there, field name, I will just type evidence, and then next to it right there where it says short text, I'll change that to an attachment because it's documents and what files. So I'll change it to attachment, just like that. I think if in hyperlink they would take it. Yeah. So now in this case, I believe we are done with the 5.1. Yes, now we are safe with 5.1. Let's see what is waiting for us in 5.2. So I'll just go back, close, 5.2, what do they want? They said we must open a form called form 5_2 in design view, and then change the heading in the form header to survey, and then insert a date control in the form footer so that only the date displays. Okay, apply the ion theme to the form. Okay, change the format of the year-born field to medium date. Okay, wow, let's go for it. Come on guys, let's push this thing. So we're opening our form. Oh, that is the form right there. And then we are saying design view. We're opening it in design view. Why is now this computer panicking? It's panicking, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it time. I wonder why this computer is panicking right now. Is it the form question? Is this a sign that it will destroy us, this question? Hey, let's see. So we have we must change the heading in the form header. Let's just start with that. So to survey, that is the heading right there. Form header, that's the heading. So we are going to change it to a survey. Okay, and then what do they want? Okay, they said we must insert a date control in the form footer so that only the date displays. Okay, only the date. What else would display? They said on the form footer. Yes, they said on the form footer. Now, from your Microsoft Word, you know where to locate the footer. It's right there at the bottom of the page. And then at the top, it's the header. So header, footer. But there's no space. Where am I going to add this date? I can just drag right there. Then open up some space so that I can be able to insert my date. Now, in this case, you can insert the text box and then do it like this. Say something like... you can say equal sign date open bracket close bracket, and then let's just go and view before you can delete that text. Form view, and you can see right there at the bottom it is there, so you would have to just then delete this, but in this case I'll delete everything and show you the other way. So you can just remove that, then let me remove this also. Let me cut this. I want to cut it. Done. Now, the other way on how you can go about it, ladies and gentlemen, is to just insert a date and time straight from your form design tab. So on the form design tab, you'll see right there at the top, you'll have header and footer, and then you have logo, title, and then date and time. I'll just click on my date and time, and then right there I will have include date. They did not say anything about the format, did they? No, they did not. And then include time. No, I do not want to include that time. They said they want to see the date only. They just said they want to see the date, so I'll click on OK. Now from there you can see that it's inserted at the top. So Access just placed it on the header. Well, how can I go about it? How can I fix this? All you have to do is to just drag it down to the form footer, and then from there let's just try to view it in our form view and see. Oh, there we have our date at the bottom with no time. It's just the date, and then we are sorted just like that. And then we have to focus on another one, which is to apply the ion theme to the form. So we inserted the date, we have to apply the ion theme to the form. We'll go to design view, we can go to our design view, and then immediately when we open our design view, we have form design tab, and then on your far left you will see there are themes right there. It says themes. You click on the drop down. Let's see if maybe we can find something that has to do with an ion. Okay, let's see. Let's see the I see ion, boardroom, but this is not what they want. They just said ion, so don't get too excited in the exam and then end up choosing that one. Let's see if there's no ion. Ion is there. Boom, and then I have the ion right there applied. Let's just view it in our form view. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Perfecto, they like to say. Perfect, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's focus on another point, We applied the iron theme. Now change the format of the year-born field to medium date. Okay, so we must just change the format. How can we go about it? Let's go to design view. Now when we are in that design view of ours, we can click right there on that box, and then we click on it just to select it. From there we right click and then go to our properties. Right click on it, go to properties, and on your far right you will see you have format, and then there's the year right there. Let's click on that format and see what is there. Oh, there we go. I can see medium date right there, ladies and gentlemen. I can click on it. They said they want medium date. What else? Just that. So we're just changing it to medium date. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I can close my properties, and then I will have the medium date right there, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just go to design view again. Let's confirm, is there something else? No, we are sorted. So far we have a lot of, at least a few marks, not a lot, just a few. So now we are going to the queries, the most important part. Some like to say they are challenging the queries, but I don't think they will challenge us. Remember, no question paper or questions formed against us shall prosper. Let's keep that in mind. So we are moving to 5.3. They say we must open the query called query5_3. Okay, in design view, we must display the average number of drop-offs for each type of recycling activity. Ensure that the average will display in integer value. Okay, the value must be an integer. Oh, what is an integer? What is that, ladies and gentlemen? Now, if you don't know those mathematical terms, if you don't know English in CAT, it's gonna be a problem. But I will sort it out. It's nothing. Let's see. Let me just say yes. Let me just save this, and then query5_3. So it's this one that they're talking about. Said we must open this query and then go to design view, and then display the average number. Oh, most people would confuse this and say, no, this is a calculated field, all those things, but no, it's not. We are not doing that here. We are just grouping them. Okay, let's see. Drop-offs, number of drop-offs for each type of recycling activity. So we're grouping them based on this. I'd like to say the drop-offs, I believe. So let's just outline the main thing that you have to do whenever you face such a question. And most of the questions you find that they include a screenshot right there at the bottom, that whenever they're trying to just show you how it should look like and all those things. In this case, they did not. Okay, so let's just see. They did not even tell us anything about the decimal places, did they? Now let's switch on the totals at the top. That's the first thing that you have to do whenever you face such a question, is switch on the totals, and then we are going to group this drop-offs by the average. So that's the only thing that we have to change. Let's run and see. Oh, seems like we are on the right track, but the integer part, we did that. But now how about the integer? How can we go about that one? All you have to do is to just open it in your design view, and then what? Let's try to figure it out together. How can we go about this? Take a guess, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just try maybe clicking on that field of ours. We can go to the property sheet. You can click right there, or you can just right click when you are there and then locate properties. It will show you the same thing. Now let's see the format. Do we have integer right here? No, we don't. Where is the integer? Let's see. Decimal places, do we have it? We don't have the term. How can we go about it? Now, what is an integer? It is a number that does not have decimals, or it's just a whole number. We can say that. So they use that term to just try and confuse us, ladies and gentlemen. They want to make sure that we are linking, or there's a link between our mathematics and our CAT, which is computer applications technology. So now it means decimal places should be what? A 0. Are we done there? No, we are not. Let me show you why I'm saying we are not. Let's run. Can you see that it's not fixed? So we must make sure that we've indicate that it must be fixed on the format right there. We'll say fixed, and then we run. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the final one. Let's see if we are done with everything there. We did that, so we are proper with the 5.3. we are cruising. Let's see 5.4. They are saying we must modify query 5_4 based on the TBL table and design view, and we must display only the fields name, surname, year born. Okay, let's apply that. And if you don't have this paper, you can just pause, screenshot, and do all those things. So in this case, I'll just open that query. So I'll close this one, focus on the new one. Ooh, okay, seems like it's going to be a session here, but no question form. The King's House shall prosper. They said we must display what? Let's check again. Name, surname, year born, knowledge, recycling activity, and drop off. So I should just make sure that I have those. Okay, the number, it's not there. Let's try to remember together. I think I'm getting old. I can't remember things properly. And then so it's the number that is not supposed to be there. The name is supposed to be there. The surname is supposed to be there. And then gender, is it there? I don't think it is there. We'll just confirm. And then we have yearborn, is it? I don't think yearborn was mentioned. We'll just confirm again. Knowledge, I think it was there. Recycling activity, I think it was there. And then the drop-offs, I think. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. We have 5. That's just so we have name, surname, knowledge, recycle. Let's confirm with this one. Name, surname, yearborn, knowledge, recycle, and then drop off. So we are fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's confirm on the other hand. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So something is missing. We must have yearborn. So we must make sure in such things, ladies and gentlemen, if we're not doing such proper analysis and evaluation, we're not going to notice that we did not include this. So this must be there also. So it's name, surname, and then yearborn, knowledge, recycling. So it's fine right now. I'd like to believe so. So everything is proper right there, ladies and gentlemen. We have 6 of them. Let's go back to design view. Now when we are here, there's where the real work has to start. In some cases, you can just delete this. If you don't want to just hide them, you can delete this. You just click on it, and then you click on cut. You press cut just to delete it, remove it totally from there. You can do the same for gender, because it was not there, it's not included. You can do the same for what else? I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all those are required right there. So you can do that also, and then save. Let's go back. Display only the fields. We did that. We displayed these ones. I believe we would have deserve a mark right there just to make sure that we display those ones only. Sort the query alphabetically by surname. Where's the surname? We must sort it where it says sort right there. We are going to sort alphabetically by surname, so that's in ascending order. And then we run. Okay, where the surname, we can see it's A, B, 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 C, 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 just like that. And then let's go back to our design view and then open the questions. We have another point that says display only the records where residents indicated that they have knowledge of recycling, or where the recycling field, activity field, has a value of very active and a drop-off number of 15. Wow, what a long sentence. Display only the records where residents indicated that they have knowledge of recycling. Okay, so let's go. Let's start step by step. Let's see our knowledge. Okay, we have knowledge Okay, that we have knowledge. So they are indicating with the yes, 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 I have knowledge. No, I don't have knowledge. Okay, I see. So in our design view, we are just going to go to knowledge where it says criteria right there. The criteria, we must change the criteria to what? What can we include there? Take a guess, ladies and gentlemen, before I can do it. It is going to be a yes. On my criteria for the knowledge, yes. So those who said yes, they said they are approved right there. They must be included. What else is there? So the yes will be included, and they say oh, where the recycling activity field has a value of very active and a drop off number of 15. So if they said they are very active and the drop off number is 15, they can be included also. Okay. So you must just break down those questions, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we click here, would it work? No, it wouldn't work because it would be like an end. It's like we're saying end. So in this case, we have an or right there at the bottom. So we must make sure that for the recycling activity, we click on our or row right there, and they said it must be what? Very active. Very active. Very active. And then we must also include the drop off. What did they outline? They said the drop off number of 15. So we must also say and 15. So if it is very active and 15, it will display. If it is a yes on the knowledge, it will display. Or if it says very active and then the drop off was 15, it will display. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just run and see what is the. Okay, I believe we are on the right track. Let's just confirm we have knowledge. It says yes there. Okay, it says yes, but this one says no. It is just displaying just because it says very active and then 15, very active and then 15, just like that. So it says yes, very active, but it's not 15 just because it said yes on the knowledge. No, very active, 15. I hope you are getting the rhythm, ladies and gentlemen. Are we done with that one? Can't be. Let's see. Are we? Oh, so we got all those marks. Oh, I thought it was going to be a bit more challenging. Come on. No question formed against us shall prosper. So now we are done with that one. You just make sure that you save and then close. And then now 5.5. Open the query 5_5 in design view and then display only records of people born after 1990. Let's just apply that before we can even read the calculated field right there, because I believe the calculated field confuses a lot of people, but we'll sort it out. Let's open query 5_5 in design view, but they said we must make sure that it's for people who were born. Let's confirm people who were born after 1990. So not in 1990, but after that year. Okay. So how can we go about that? The main thing that you have to do is to check the format of your year born right there in your query. We can see right there it's the year, and then after the year it's the month and then the day. Okay, so we'll go back to our design view right there. The mistake that most people tend to make is to just say greater than 1990 and they leave it like that. So let's see if it would work. There's nothing there, nothing changed, so it's not greater than. I still see 1980 something there. So the main thing that I would do is to make sure that if I'm saying greater than 1990, I'll say that slash right there to indicate that on the last month, which is December right there, and then the last day, which will be the 31st. So it will be like that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. And then there we go. We have 1997. From there, I don't think we would have 1980 something. No. So that one would work. That's the proper way on how you can go about it. I think you can also use the greater than equal to 1991 slash 01 slash let's just try it. We can try let's just try to see if it will work. Greater than equal to 1991 slash 01 slash 01. So to include the new year right there, even the first day, first month. Let's see. Yes, I believe it would be proper, it would be fine, it would work out perfectly. So now let me go back to my design view and then check the other question, which is the other point, which says insert a calculated field called new drop to calculate an increase of 10%. In the number of times recyclables were dropped off. Okay, so this is the drop off, so we must focus on the drop off and the percentage right there. Now how can we go about this one? Let's see. We have drop off right there, but we want to insert a calculated field right there. And where are we inserting this field? Still in the same thing. We are still working on the same thing. We are not changing the query. It's still under query 5_5. Now let's just try to break it down. Whenever you are inserting a calculated field, you must always know that you start with your equal sign right there. So you insert the equal sign, and then I would say drop off. I want to select that drop off, so I'll say equal sign drop. I'll type it exactly like that. Off. If the drop off, and then I'll say multiply. Will I multiply? Let's see if we multiply the drop off by the percentage. So we'll say multiply. You include that right there for multiplication, to multiply. And then what's the 10%? 10% can be 10 over what? 100. That's 10%. Are we done there? Let's just click away and see what would happen. Oh, we have that right there. So we are saying the drop off multiplied by the percentage, and then let's run. So when it's like that, can you see what happens right there? The title is EXPR right there. So it means we have to change that to the title that they gave us. Let's start with that before we can focus on this. So we are going to change where it says EXPR. They gave us a name right last time. I think they said something like new drop. I think, did they say that? Let's just confirm. Yes, they said new drop, and let's make sure and then run. Oh, there we go. We have a new drop right there. So now if you check, it's just giving me that percentage right there. It's not adding it up with the drop off. So I want to see an increase right there. Remember, that's what they want. So I want to display like 12 plus 1,2. So that should give me something like 13,2. So I want that here. How can I go about it so that I have the final here for new drop off amount? How can I go about that? I don't just want this increase. No, I want the new amount. So to do that, I can go back to my design view. Let me just increase right there. And then right there, I think I would just have to add my plus sign just to add. But what am I adding? I'm adding this amount or this increase to what, or that percentage to what? To the drop off. Which drop off? The one that is here. So I'll just say plus. I can choose drop off. Let's see if I choose it. No, if I choose it, it does nonsense. So let's just say plus drop off. So we are adding it right there. let's see, you must be careful with also the brackets that are around. Remember, if you had a space here, it wouldn't include the square brackets around properly, so you must make sure of that. You can insert them manually or just click away to have them automatically inserted for you. So in this case, let's see if this would work. Let me just run. Oh, that's it, because we wanted to see the new drop off amount or the percentage right there. So the new amount should display here. We had the percentage here. Now we added that percentage to the drop off so that it can give us the new drop off amount. So that is how you go about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we completed everything right there. So we did the drop off, we multiplied, let's see, we calculated 10%. So just like that, you would get your 5 marks after completing all those things, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's focus on the main one, which is the last one, 5.6. I hope you understood this part and you get it now. You can just tell me if you have other calculated field questions that are just challenging, and then I'll just sort them out. And then now we are on 5.6, which is the last question, ladies and gentlemen. They say we must just open the report 5_6 based on the query. That's based on query 5_4, and then we must make sure that we open the report in design view and change it to display as shown below. So we don't have a lot of instructions in this case. We just have to change it and make sure that it displays like the screenshot that they gave us, and then use any background color for the report header. Let's just start with the background color so that we can get over and done with it. So we'll just open it, and then we can go to design view, and then the background color, we can just click right there at the top, and then you'll see on the property sheet on your far right, you'll have back color. That's where you can now choose which one can we go for. Let's see, let's just go with highlight. What's that? Oh, okay, let's just keep it like that. And then what's the other thing that we have to change? If we check, we have activity right there. Okay, and then we also have drop. Oh, we have drop off right there. Do we have it right there on our access? Let's see, do we have drop off? No, we don't have drop off. Let's add drop off right there. Let's deal with that. So now, since you can see that I don't have enough space right here, I'll just drag to the right just to make sure that I have space, a bit of space, so that I can add the drop off. And then I'll locate the label. That's label. I want to insert a label at the top right there on the header. The label, it must be drop off. And then after inserting the label, what should I do now? I should just focus on what? The text box, because these are the things that even when you do your calculations, or for example, if you want to add the date, you just work on the text box. So in this case, I just want to include the term drop off so that it focuses on that drop off field. So I'll say drop off and make sure that I type it exactly like that. And then from there, let me just confirm and see if it is working on the other side. Yes, I can see I have the numbers right there, but I have to remove that text right there. Let's remove it. I'm just going to remove this text that is here. So I'll just backspace, boom, and then let's go to our report view. I believe we're on the right track. Let's see, but there's something also. Okay, let's just go. I saw this active here, and then on our access, it's not there. We just have different things right there. And the other thing that I'm seeing is what surname right here. It's just sorted. I can see A, B, B, all those things. So let's sort it out. Let's sort it out, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll just go to our design view. And then when we are in that design view now, let's see, do we have the group and sort for report design? Okay, we have group and sort right there. So, but let's switch it on. Oh, boom, and you can see something shows at the bottom right there. And then they say sort by, oh, I think it's already sort by surname right here. Let's just confirm. Okay, we are going to sort by surname, but let's start by saying add group. Let's add the group. So we are going to group it based on the recycling activity. Oh, and then let's see how it displays on the other hand. Let's just open in report view the recycling activity. Is it like this? No. Okay, let's then just say sort and see what would happen. Let's just go there and then say add sort. We are going to add sort sort by the surname. Why am I saying the surname? Because there's the surname part, this one. So I'll just do that and then say surname. So it's sort by this this one. Let's remove it. So we must group on recycling activity and then sort by surname. Let's see, and then we go to our report view. So we have activity. Okay, we have active. Oh, I think we are on the right track. At the end we must make sure that it looks like that one. So we did that. It's A, B, but I see the names are not displayed properly. Then let's see, it's Ali, and then who's the second person. So I see something is missing right there, but we'll see as we proceed. So we have that, we did the sort, and then we did the grouping. What is missing, what is down? We must have I see activity at the top right there. So we must have that activity based on the groups, on the groupings. So on the recycling activity header right there, let's just insert our text box. We'll insert our text box, and then on that text box, what should be here, we are just going to count all the groupings. So we're just going to count, and then we say open bracket, we can say star just to make sure that it includes all of them, star, and then let's see if we're on the right track. Let's see. Remember, there's no guide, we just have to do this on our own and make sure that we get everything right. I just want to drag this a bit up here, and then let's go to report view. No, something is wrong. We just have to make sure now that remember, when you're doing calculations, you start with the equal sign. Mr. NDOU, are you sleeping? You said no question paper formed against us shall prosper. Mr. NDOU, come on. And then let's see. Okay, I think we are on the right track. We can see it counted right there. Let's just change the text that is there, and then we'll make sure that it is displayed as what was there on the question activity. Okay, we have activity. All right, let's just try to do this, and let's see how it would display it on the other hand. Okay, we have activity right there. Let's just check. Okay, but it's not that close. We can just go to our layout right there and try to move it a bit right there. We can move it to that place, and then I'll go back to our design view. What else is missing there? What else is missing? Let's just try to check. We have those. Let's just check on the paper. I believe most of the things are there. I think we're usually done. We might be done here, but why is it showing 75 here and not giving us 75 on our side? Let's go. Why is it not 75 here? Let's just see. Remember, this is based on what the query. Which query was that? They told us, they said it was 5 query 5_4, and remember, we did some work on that query. We did some things right there. Design view, there are things that we applied. Oh, those are the things that we applied. I think these might be the reason. These things might be the reason why it's giving us that. So I think they gave us the screenshot that was completed before they can do all these things. So they just went to that report without even applying all this. I'd like to believe so. So let's just try to check. Let's close this and then say yes, we are saving it like that, and then let's close this. Yes, and then let's open it again and see. Yes, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. So now it's showing us whatever that must be displayed on this side, is it? Let's see. Did we miss anything? I see and then there's Abin at the second place, Abin. So I'd like to believe that everything is sorted right there, ladies and gentlemen. Did we conquer this? I know it was a very long question paper, and for sure, and I hope you were able to just grab or understand a few things from this session, ladies and gentlemen. It was a long session, but for sure it was worth it, and you will just be able to excel whenever you do questions that are related to this. So just make sure that you update me if you have challenges on anything. I just did this on a go. I didn't even prepare for this session, but we were able to destroy the question paper, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, a round of applause for both of us. So see you guys next time. Prop.